Hey everyone, welcome. Remember this? This doesn't age well.
Can now change the country for the better. And what do? You make promises you can't keep and don't really intend to keep, and you don't do the change that's needed in the country. I feel very strongly, if you're not going to deliver, if you're not going to keep your promises, don't bullshit.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Age well, doesn't it, everyone? Now, I know local elections are not usually a temper, they're normally just a protest vote. But Labour, doing exactly what he said you shouldn't do, bullshit, have just been trounced. Reform pretty much stole the show, with Labour Conservative getting smashed. Lib Dems got a fair few protest votes. And here are the images. Reform gained 677 councillors, which is up 677. Liberal Democrats 370, Conservative 317, and Labour 99. Now, it's not like they weren't warned, though, was it? It wasn't like they weren't warned, Labour. If you bullshit the people, they're going to get you back. The map is quite stark, I will say. There's the map. We're getting a reform wall, aren't we? And it's only going to get bigger as far as I'm concerned. A lot of this area up here will also go blue, I think. And a lot of this area here will also go blue. They were warned many, many times. We warned them, you warned them, everybody warned them. And Labour didn't listen. And neither did the Tories before them. Sometimes they were warned straight to their own faces.
I feel like a foreigner in my own country. That's what I feel like.
Have a listen to this gentleman as he explains why there's a surge towards reform and a surge away from the establishment.
I feel like a foreigner in my own country. That's what I feel like. And do you think that's fair?
Tell me why. Why do you feel that way?
Well, because we're surrounded by foreigners. That's why.
Here?
Not in Clacton. Why do you think everyone's moving out of London to move to seaside towns? Do you think they want to? Trevor Phillips, the black politician, yeah? He said about people moving out. So is he racist? Is he wrong?
Do you think you've been left behind?
100%. Of course we have. I know, do you know what? I'm quite fair. I don't care who you are, but there needs to be fairness. Yeah? Like, you know, there's no fairness here. We've got no voice. And the Reform Party are giving people like us a voice. You've got half of East London living in Clacton. Why? If it was so good in East London, why aren't we all still living there? Why don't we all still live in East London if it's that great? Because it ain't great, is it? You know, you've just been pushed out. It's, you know, everyone knows. No one wants to talk about it. That's the problem.
I want to talk about it.
You know, you get branded a racist. My wife's from Calcutta, yeah? I've got half-caste cousins. You're not politically correct. You've got to say mixed race. But I've brought up the old way, you know. Mixed race people was called half-caste, yeah? I've got black friends. I've got all sorts of friends. But as soon as you say anything, they want... And being called a racist now is so boring. I'll tell you that much, it's boring.
And there you go, you were told, weren't they? They were told. And he's right, he is right. London isn't the same anymore. So much so that people aren't actually going as much. Even tourism from other places in the world is down. And the media are going, oh, I have no idea why. We all know why, don't we? All of our cities are going the same. Manchester's the same, Birmingham's the same. And they were warned, and they refused to listen, and they continued to, as Keir Starmer said, bullshit. And still, they're not listening. Well, ignore us at your peril, because eventually we're all going to start voting and leaning in the same direction, and it won't be your direction, let me tell you that, if you carry on bullshitting us and ignoring us. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know your opinion now. Stay sane. See you on the next one.